Yep.
Good eve- Good evening. Good Good evening, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, our graduates who are anxiously waiting in the back.
Me? Okay. Well, welcome to the Platt Technical High School graduation ceremony. Today, we gather to celebrate the hard work, dedication, and achievements of the graduating class of 2026. This milestone marks the culmination of years of learning, growth, perseverance, and accomplishment.
Before we begin, we kindly ask that all guests take a moment to silence or turn off their cell phones and other electronic devices to avoid disrupting the ceremony. We also invite you to take photographs and videos throughout the evening. However, we ask that you do so respectfully and without obstructing the view of others. We do have a professional photographer capturing each graduate as they receive their diploma. Thank you in advance for your cooperation.
And now, with great pride and excitement, please join us in welcoming the Platt Technical High School graduating class of 2026. Please, please rise and give our graduates a warm round of applause as they enter.
It is, it is our pleasure to introduce our senior class officer, Paul Corsini.
Good evening and welcome to the Platt Technical High School Commencement Graduation Exercise. I am Paul Corsini, Senior Class Council Officer. We now ask that you all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Crystal Malavet King and followed by the singing of the National Anthem led by David Watts.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can't get the photo. Thank you. All right. Little music for this. All right. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Crystal and David. My name is David Christensen, and I am also a senior class officer. Family, friends, faculty, staff, and honored guests, thank you for joining us this evening as we celebrate and honor the graduating class of 2026 of Platt Technical High School. Your presence makes this occasion even more meaningful for our graduates. It is my honor to introduce tonight's commencement platform guest. Representing the Connecticut Technical Education and Career Systems, Mr. Michael Crocco, Superintendent of Schools, Kevin McFarland, Chief of Engineering Services, Tanya Stout, Supervisor of Professional Development, Platt Technical High School's Assistant Principals, Mr. Thomas Demers, Ms. Christine Hart, Mr. Daniel Laguerre, Class Advisors, Ms. Latrice James, Ms. Corrine Crozier, our guest speaker, Dennis DJ Yarmich, and Platt Tech's faculty and staff. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce the principal of Platt Technical High School, Mr. Thomas Augusto. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Augusto.
Good evening. I feel the excitement. I promised some students I would keep this very short, so I have about 6-7 minutes here, all right? So maybe 15. Good evening, graduates, families, faculty, staff, and honored guests. My name is Thomas Augusto, and I have the distinct privilege of serving as the principal of Platt Technical High School. What an extraordinary evening. Tonight is a milestone that each of you will carry with you for the rest of your lives. It is a moment your families will cherish, one that Platt Tech will proudly remember, and one that I will personally treasure for years to come. This graduating class holds a special place in my heart because you are my first graduating class as principal of Platt Tech. This moment means so much to me that I wanted my parents and my sister to be here tonight to share it with me. Thank you. They have been with me through every stage of my journey, the successes, the setbacks, the lessons learned along the way, just as many of your family members and loved ones have been there for you. As I look out into the audience, I see graduates, parents, grandparents, guardians, siblings, and loved ones who helped make this moment possible. Seeing my own parents and my sister here tonight reminds me that graduation is not a celebration of students, but also of families who encouraged them, supported them, and believed in every step of the way. When I arrived last summer, I met many of you for the first time. I quickly learned a few things about this class. First, you have personality. Second, you are resilient. And third, you are not afraid to say exactly what is on your mind. I remember students asking me, Mr. Augusto, how long are you going to be here? Others asked, another principal? And there were a few other comments that are probably best left unshared tonight. To be fair, I was warned multiple times by everyone, including Mr. Crocco, our superintendent. After 4 principals in 4 years, you had every right to ask. You had experienced constant change, new leaders, new expectations, and new directions. Yet, what impressed me most was not the questions you asked. It was how you responded, you adapted, you persevered, and kept showing up. And that is exactly why you are sitting here tonight. Graduates, you are here because of what you have accomplished over the last 4 years. You have developed skills, earned certifications, overcome challenges, and prepare yourselves for life beyond high school. Most importantly, you learn how to adapt. And that ability will serve you well because change does not end after tonight. Careers change, technology change, life changes. The good news is that you are already proven that you know how to face change and keep moving forward. Tonight also belongs to the families who helped make this possible. As the parent of a 4-year-old son, 7-year-old daughter, I can tell you that I'm extremely exhausted. So I can only imagine how some of you are feeling after 18 years. To all of our parents, guardians, grandparents, and family members, thank you. Thank you for the early mornings, the late nights, the encouragement, the sacrifices, and the unwavering support. You have been your graduates, first teachers, biggest supporters, and strongest advocates. While your journey is entering a new chapter, your role in their lives remains as important as ever. On behalf of Platt Tech, thank you for trusting us with your children and for partnering with us throughout their journey. Students, please join me in recognizing all of our families with a well-deserved round of applause. I would also like to thank the incredible faculty and staff at Platt Tech. Every achievement we celebrate tonight is the result of dedicated professionals who invested their time, talent, and heart into our students each and every day. Thank you. This year reminded me that a school is never built by one person. It is built by people who are willing to work together, support one another, and remain focused on what is best for students. I am grateful, truly grateful, to serve alongside a staff that believes deeply in our students and the works every day to help them succeed. I would also like to recognize the support we have received from our central office. I want to thank Mr. Crocco, Superintendent, Ms. Stout, Mr. McFarland, who are here with us this evening. Your support has helped ensure that our students have the opportunities and resources they need. Now, graduates, unlike many students across the country, you leave here tonight with more than a diploma. You leave with skills, experience, certifications, and the confidence that comes from learning by doing. No matter where your journey takes you, the skills, work ethic, and lessons you developed at Platt Tech will remain you for years to come. But some of the most important lessons you carry with you today were learned long before you entered our doors, from the families, mentors, and loved ones who taught you perseverance, responsibility, and character. Just as I learned those from my family, you will carry them with you wherever life takes you. As you leave here tonight, I want to share a thought from Maya Angelou. She once said, "You find your path by walking it." Some of you know exactly what comes next. Others are still figuring it out. Both are perfectly okay. At 18 years old, you are not expected to have all the answers. I know I certainly did not. The path that led me to become principal of Platt Tech was not something I could have predicted when I graduated from high school. Life has a way of presenting opportunities, challenges, setbacks, and unexpected turns that ultimately shape who we become. What matters is that you keep moving forward. You find your path by taking the next step. You find your path by showing up. You find your path by working hard when no one is watching. You find your path by learning from mistakes and continuing to grow. Trust yourself. Trust the skills you have developed here. Trust the work ethic that brought you to this moment. And have the courage to move forward even when the road ahead is not completely clear. Because you do not find your path by waiting for it. You find your path by walking it. Class of 2026, you have already shown that when circumstances change, you do not quit, you adapt, you persevere, and you move forward. That is why I'm confident that the best days are still ahead. Congratulations to the class of 2026. We are proud of you, we believe in you, and we cannot wait to see where your journey takes you. Thank you. Without further ado, I would like to introduce Mr. Crockle, Superintendent of C-Tech's Public Schools.
All right, good evening, everybody. Oh, this is your graduation. You can do a lot better than that. Good evening, everybody. Can we give the class of 26 a huge round of applause one more time? You're here and having a good time. Good. So Mr. Augusto is the first principal I hired as C-Tech superintendent, and when I met him, I found that he had a lot of personality. He was resilient, and he wasn't afraid to speak his mind, much like the senior class. So give Mr. Augusto a huge round of applause for making it through his first year. So I have some words that I'm going to share with you, but before I share these words, I just want to give you a little bit of a warning. Last night, I was working on this speech. I have a 20, a 15, and a 4-year-old, so I am extremely exhausted. And while I was working on the speech, my 4-year-old was playing in her playroom, and I said, "Gia, come on out here." Now, Gia is a pip. She's great. Love her to death. I said, "Gia, I just wrote this speech, and I have to practice it, so I want you to be my audience. Can you be my audience?" And she smiled and said, "Yeah, Dad, let's play." Sat in one of the chairs in our living room, and I read the speech. And then I looked at her, and I said, "So how was that? Did I do a good job?" And she looked at me with the straightest face ever, and she went, "That was terrible." And I looked at her and said, "What do you mean that was terrible?" She said, "It was terrible. I didn't understand a word you said." And I said, "Well, you're 5, but did I sound like the guys on YouTube up there and everything like that?" She's like, "You sounded fine, but I didn't understand a word of it, so it was terrible." So hopefully you understand it a little bit better, and then after you can tell me if it was terrible or not. I can take it. I can take it from a 5-year-old. I can take it from anybody. So graduates, family, staff, and friends, as I look out at this graduating class, I'm reminded of a simple truth. Talent is everywhere, but opportunity changes lives. I know this firsthand because my father came to this country when he was 9 years old from Italy. School wasn't always easy for him, and in fact, he spent a lot of time in trouble and often struggled to find his place in life. As a senior, he realized he needed a change in direction, so he enlisted in the Army, much like some seniors do. When he returned home from the Army, he worked hard doing odd jobs, whatever he can find. He delivered oil. He was a laborer. He worked construction. But eventually he sat down with his brother and they decided to learn a trade. At night, they started to attend HVAC classes at Wilcox Technical School. And that decision didn't only change his life, it changed everyone's life, changed my life, changed everyone's life. The skills they learned opened doors. Those skills led to jobs, relationships, opportunities, and eventually a successful business that opened up a few miles down the road here. More importantly, they created options for our entire family and opportunities for generations to come. His choice led to opportunities for me, which is leading to opportunities for my son, which is going to lead to opportunities for my grandkids. HVAC wasn't the path that I ultimately chose, but because of the opportunities my father created through his hard work and willingness to learn a skill, I was able to choose my own path. My son's able to choose his own path, and so on and so on. It's generational change. That's what a technical education provided for him, and I'm still benefiting from that. It's not simply about learning a trade. It's about creating possibilities. It's about providing a path to independence, purpose, and opportunity. It's about changing the trajectory of a life. And that's the power of CTEX, and that's a power that I don't think many of us can think about on a regular basis. That's the power that we have, and that's what we can provide students on a regular basis. To our graduates, never underestimate the value of what you've learned here. The skills, work ethic, problem-solving abilities, and resilience you've developed will take you further than you can imagine. Whether you enter the workforce, continue your education, serve in the military, or pursue another dream, you leave here with something that no one can take away from you, a skill. And no one at any surrounding high school around here that isn't a CTEX high school has either. You are set apart from all of those. To our families, thank you for your sacrifice, encouragement, and belief in your children. To our staff, thank you for seeing potential in every student and helping them discover strengths they may not even seem they have themselves. Graduates, your future will not be defined by where you started. It'll be shaped by the choices you make, the relationships you build, and the opportunities you create for yourself and for others. My father's life was changed by a decision to learn a skill. Today, each of you leaves with skills, knowledge, and opportunity of your own. Wherever life takes you next, remember this: your story is still being written, and the path ahead may change your life in ways you can't imagine. Congratulations to the Platt class of 2026. We're proud of you. We believe in you. We can't wait to see what comes next. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Augusto and Mr. Crocco. Before we talk about the success and accomplishments of this year's graduating class, I'd like to take a few minutes to speak on a term that will continue to carry every person here throughout their lives. By the way, this is not AI. I wrote this about 8 hours ago during graduation practice. I was also trying to surprise my mom that I would be on stage, but she saw my name in the program, so that didn't really work. So, surprise. Through these past 4 years, I've learned that talent, knowledge, and hard work is simply not always enough. Most people know me for having a pretty big ego and doing my best to back it up. However, I don't always succeed in that goal, as my teacher, Mr. T, would tell you after my numerous second-place finishes. Yeah, I'm still proud to say that I've accomplished so much during my time at Platt Tech. But these accomplishments aren't mine alone. I've begun to understand that in life, the thing second to self-love is community. Community is the driving force behind success and will always be more efficient than self-determination. As I mentioned before, talent, knowledge, and hard work can only get you so far. It is when you start to surround yourself with a community that can support you when you're weak, keep you determined through hardships, and laugh with you at the end of the day whether you succeeded or failed, can you find a sense of belonging and peace. This is the biggest accomplishment one can have in life. I recently watched a movie called Patriots Day, and it tells the story of the Boston Marathon bombing. On that day, 3 people were killed and 264 were injured. Yet through this tragedy, we saw the hearts of every single person in that city come together. They weren't simply mourning the losses, they were rebuilding the city through love and compassion, and that's what a community is. In the Bible, the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4:12 says, "Though one may be overpowered, 2 can defend themselves. A 3-cord strand isn't easily broken." No matter how much talent one individual has, 2 is always better than 1. Lastly, I would like to take this time to thank my personal community. To my friends who have supported me these 4 years, giving me incredible memories, I thank you. To my teachers who have always had my back and pushed me past what I found possible, thank you for preparing me for the real world. To my 3 older sisters, one of whom flew from Wisconsin to be here today, thank you for showing up and supporting me with love always. To my countless aunts, thank you for constant encouragement and trips for fun. To my father, may you rest easy and continue to watch over me. Lastly, to the most important person in my life, my mother, who after my father passed away when I was 5, endured the hardships and troubles of being a single parent, for sacrificing everything she had so I could have the life she didn't get, for never giving up on me when I was down, and for when I felt like I was a burden to her, she reassured me I was the best thing that could happen to her. To my fellow graduates, lean on one another, trust one another, and above all else, love one another. Congratulations and good luck in your future endeavors. All right, enough of the sob story, let's celebrate. Members of the class of 2026 have distinguished themselves in a variety of positive ways, and I would like to take the time to recognize these seniors for their achievements. Firstly, students wearing the triple colored cords have received honors in every marking period throughout their high school journey. Next, may senior class officers please rise. May members of Skills USA please rise. Members of the National Honor Society, please rise. Students who have participated in our work-based learning program, please rise. Student athletes, please rise. Students who earned a seal of biliteracy, please rise. And students who have participated in the UConn Early College program, please rise. We would also like to recognize our graduates' future plans, as the diversity of the technical schools is what makes us unique. All students attending a 4- or 2-year college, university, or college, please rise. And all students entering their trade, please rise. Next, I would like to personally acknowledge our graduates entering the armed forces. Please stand when I say your name. Elijah Molina, Coast Guard. And may any veterans or current active members of the armed forces please rise. Thank you, everyone, for celebrating these great accomplishments. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Ryan.
All right, I'm gonna share a poem/speech with you. It's called They Move in Rhythm. Listen, before they call your name, before you cross this stage, before applause fades into memory, before you decide who you think you are, I need you to hear me. Not as doctor, not as department head, not as a woman with degrees on the wall, but as someone who once stood exactly where you're standing. Same uncertainty, same questions, same quiet fears, and what comes after this moment. See, I'm a Black woman with a mind that doesn't move in straight lines, a mind that builds constellations where other people only see scattered stars, a mind that dances even when the room asks for stillness. And for a long time, I thought that made me wrong, because nobody hands you language for being brilliant in a way that doesn't look like everyone else. They just hand you expectations. Sit still, focus, Be quiet. Do it the right way. But what if your right way has rhythm in it? What if your focus doesn't look like silence but looks like curiosity, jumping from idea to idea like it's chasing something bigger? What if your mind is not broken, just built differently? See, I didn't have the answer back then. I just knew I connected with the students everyone else gave up on. The ones labeled distracted, disruptive, too much. See, I saw them not as problems, but as possibility. Because something in me whispered, you know this feeling. And years later, after classrooms, after degrees, after becoming, I learned something important. The things that make us different, we often spend years being misunderstood. For me, that understanding came with the diagnosis, ADHD. Late, not because it wasn't there, but because I learned how to carry it quietly. Because when you're a black girl who does well, they don't always look closer. They just say smart and move on. But smart doesn't tell the whole story. It doesn't tell you about the thoughts racing faster than the lesson. It doesn't tell you about the effort it takes to hold everything together when your mind is moving in 1,000 directions. It doesn't tell you how hard you work just to look like you're not working hard at all. But for you, it might be something else. A struggle no one sees, a responsibility you never asked for, a dream people don't understand, a voice you've been afraid to use. Whatever it is, don't mistake being misunderstood for being incapable. So let me tell you something I wish someone told me. You are not too much, not too loud, not too quiet, not too different, not too late, not too anything. You are specific, you are intentional, and you are uniquely designed with a mind, a heart, and a perspective that might not follow their rules, but might just rewrite them. And I stand here today, PhD earned, leading a department, advocating for students like you, not because I fit the system, but because I learned how to move within it without losing myself. And now I'm changing it for you. Because graduation is not a proof that you have everything figured out, it's proof that you kept going. Through challenges, through doubt, through moments when quitting would have been easier. And that matters. So when you leave the halls of our school, I don't want you shrinking. I want you questioning. I want you creating. I want you understanding that your difference is not your downfall, it is your direction. Some of you are heading to college. Some of you are heading to careers, and some of you are still figuring it out. And let me tell you something, there is no shame in becoming before you have all the answers. Some of you are going to build things we don't even have language for yet. Some of you are going to break cycles that try to define you. Some of you are going to discover the very thing you were told to fix is the thing that will actually set you apart. Some of you have spent years proving you belong. Let this be the day you stop proving it and start believing it. So don't give up on yourself before you even meet who you're becoming. Don't let a moment convince you you are a mistake. You are a process, and processes take time. Take courage, take belief. So borrow mine if you need it, because I see you. Not for who you are today, not just for who you are today, but who you're becoming. And trust me, that version of you, they're already powerful. You just haven't caught up to them yet. So walk like it, speak like it, believe like it, and become it. And when the world tries to quiet your mind, remember, some of the most powerful things in this world don't move in straight lines. They move in rhythm, just like you.
Thank you, Dr. Ryan. It is now my honor to introduce to you Platt Tech High School's Class of 2026 valedictorian, Jamila Kandawala.
Good evening. to the administration, faculty, guests, families, and most importantly, the Platt Technical High School class of 2026. First and foremost, praise and thanks be to God Almighty. It is by His grace and blessings that I'm standing here today. My name is Jamila Kandawala, and I'm deeply honored to stand before you today as your valedictorian. This milestone represents a shared victory built on determination, dedication, and mutual support. This fall, I'll be attending Sacred Heart University to major in business analytics and applied AI. My next step will take me into a world of data and algorithms, but my foundation was built right here, alongside the extraordinary innovators, tradespeople, and leaders sitting in this auditorium today. This moment is not about one individual, but is a celebration of collective resilience, talent, and excellence that defines the class of 2026. 4 years ago, we entered Platt Tech for different talents, backgrounds, and interests. We were divided into separate trades, learning unique pathways, from the hands-on precision of technical trades to the creative complexities of service and digital industries. Yet as the years progressed, we transitioned from hesitant freshmen into confident professionals capable of building, creating, and maintaining the very infrastructure of our communities. Our progress is measured not through our grade point averages, but from the blueprints we drew, the systems we coded, and the tangible products we brought to life. None of us reached this milestone alone. To all the families, especially the parents and guardians of every graduate in this room, thank you for being our unwavering foundation. You have been our ultimate support system, and this victory belongs just as much as to you as it does to us. To my beloved parents, if you may please stand so I may honor you. Thank you for countless sacrifices you have made to give me every opportunity to succeed. You worked hard every single day to build a life where my dreams were actually possible. Long before I ever entered the classroom, you taught me the most important lesson of all, how to persevere with grace and humility. And that success isn't just about what you achieve, but the integrity and heart you put into your work. I am standing here today on the stage as a direct reflection of your strength, your prayers, and your unconditional love. This diploma may have my name on it, but the foundation belongs entirely to you. Thank you for showing me what true dedication looks like. To my siblings here today, growing up, I have watched all of you work so hard to graduate in the top of your classes. So standing here as a number one today does not feel like achievement alone, it feels like a team effort. Thank you for your constant support, for celebrating every small victory with me, and for always having my back no matter what. You are my ultimate role models, and I am so grateful to have you all by my side. And finally, to my extended family, watching from abroad, thank you. Even from thousands of miles away, your prayers and love across oceans and time zones push me forward. This achievement belongs to all of you. To our incredible teachers, faculty, staff, and entire Platt Tech community, thank you. Thank you for your tireless dedication, your patience, and for treating us not just as students, but as rising professionals we have become today. I also want to take a moment to specifically acknowledge our principal, Mr. Agosto. Although you may be our new principal here, it feels as though you have been with us every step of our 4 years. Thank you. I want to specifically acknowledge two of my trade teachers, Mr. Martinez, who taught me during the first 2 years in information technology, and to Mr. Viola, thank you for spending your final 2 years before retirement showing us what it means to lead with both professionalism and kindness. We are deeply honored to be part of your final graduating class. Class of 2026, the world out there does not just require academic knowledge, it demands practical execution, adaptability, and character. Look around you, you're sitting next to the future business owners, healthcare professionals, master technicians, engineers, and visionaries of our generation. We have already proven that we don't just study the future, we have skills to build it. As we step out of Platt Tech and into our futures, whether we are entering the workforce, joining the military, or pursuing higher education, let's carry ourselves with the same professionalism and pride that brought us to this stage. The American dream has always belonged to those who are brave enough to redefine it. Congratulations, Platt to class of 2026. The future is ours to design. Let us dream big, do the work, and go change the world. Thank you.
I would now like to introduce our keynote speaker. Dennis DJ Yarmich serves as the president and business agent of Teamsters Local 1150, representing over 4,000 members of Sikorsky, a Lockheed Martin company. DJ's career is a testament to success of union-led workforce development. He began his journey in 2007 with Teamsters Sikorsky Career Pathways internship, where he built hydraulic servos for Black Hawk helicopters before being hired full-time at age 18. Dedicated to the initiative that shaped his future, DJ advanced from mentor to coordinator and now serves as the director of the Career Pathways program, ensuring the union continues to provide life-changing opportunities for the next generation. Please give it up for our keynote speaker. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Faculty, staff, parents, friends, and most importantly, the Platt Tech class of 2026. Man, if someone were to tell the little kid from Waterbury who thought Taco Bell was fine dining that one day he'd be given a graduation speech, I'd tell you you're crazy. To be honest with you, when Principal Augusto invited me to be the keynote speaker tonight, I think I tried to turn it down politely twice, saying, I'm pretty sure there's some more qualified people than me. And he simply responded, I think your story is one that should be told. So when I started thinking about what I could possibly write, I remembered that email, and most importantly, I remembered sitting exactly where you are tonight, as a graduating tech school student, not entirely sure what the future was to hold, or if choosing not to go to college was going to hurt my future. Never did I think that I would be where I am today, and it's mainly because other people saw something in me before I did. See, I grew up in apartments in Waterbury, Connecticut. My family wasn't technically poor, but we certainly weren't wealthy by any means. My father was a plumber who worked for Roto-Rooter, and my mom was a lunch assistant working part-time at our local elementary school. They did their best to make ends meet, so when we did have the rare occasion of going out to eat to a Taco Bell or McDonald's, it really was a big deal for us. Growing up, most of my clothes came from Goodwill. My mother used to tell everybody, oh, I go shopping at this store called G&W a few times over in an effort not to embarrass me. But looking back now, I'm not embarrassed at all. I'm proud of the sacrifices my parents made to give me the life I have today, just like many of your parents do the same. When I was 11 years old, my father unexpectedly passed away. Overnight, my mother became a single parent, raising me and my 16-year-old sister. The income we had was her part-time lunch lady job and whatever we could pull from my father's Social Security. Looking back now, I don't know how she did it. But what I do know is that she never showed me how scared she probably was. She never showed us the stress that she must have been facing day in and day out. She just did the best she could, went to work every day to provide for us. And that was one of the most important life lessons I ever learned, was life is going to get tough, things are going to suck, but you keep pushing, you keep going forward, because there's no going back. My sister was in high school at the time, taking up a trade, following in my father's footsteps. And like my sister, I knew that academics really weren't for me. I struggled with math, hated writing and citing papers, but I knew I liked to tinker with things. I was good with my hands, I liked to build stuff, and I knew I wanted to learn a trade. So I applied and was accepted into Caner Tech, where I graduated in 2007 studying automotive technology. I thought I knew exactly what I wanted to do, what my future held. I was planning on attending Universal Technical Institute to work on motorcycles and build Harleys. That's when another opportunity presented itself that would change the course of my life. During my senior year, a Teamsters representative from Sikorsky Aircraft came and spoke to our class about an internship program where students like me could go to work over the summer and build helicopters. Being 17 years old, I thought that sounded pretty badass. So I applied, of course. And to my surprise, I was accepted into that program with about 50 other students from all of the tech schools across Connecticut, including Platt Tech. Before arriving at Sikorsky, I didn't know anything about labor unions. I was working at ShopRite in Waterbury, pushing carts, stocking the freezers, running the registers, and every now and then, management would hold these meetings to talk about how bad unions were and don't talk to their representatives. If we had any concerns or issues, we have an open door policy. Feel free to talk to HR at any time. But what I learned at Sikorsky was very different. It was a union mentoring program that I was a part of. And the mentor assigned to me, a guy by the name Jimmy, was a union steward at the time. Another mentor in my department, named John, actually ran the whole union a few years back. And what I watched them do day in and day out was truly inspiring. I watched them help people. I watched them advocate for those that were being treated unfairly, fought for workers denied promotions when they clearly earned it. I often described it as having a personal attorney in the workplace, someone who was by your side, had your back, and most importantly, someone who made your voice heard. Eventually, as I was learning to build helicopter components, Jimmy and several others believed in me to the point where they convinced the company to extend my internship until my 18th birthday so I could be hired full time. They saw something in me that I didn't even see in myself. And because they were willing to invest their time in me, my entire future changed again. I wanted to give back. I was grateful for the opportunity I was given to be a part of that program, so I became a mentor the following year for the next class of students coming into our program. I stayed involved, became a program coordinator, and now the director running that same program I came through almost 20 years later. As graduates, it's important to find mentors, learn from them, and give back whenever you can. I became more involved in the union. I ran in an election to become a safety steward to ensure my coworkers had a safe working environment and that the company was abiding by OSHA laws. I got into benefits and became a labor steward, representing workers facing any issues from missing pay to being wrongfully disciplined. My persistent involvement began to resonate with others, and I was elected as trustee on our union's executive board, then vice president, then president. I now serve as president of Teamsters Local 1150 that represents over 4,000 members working at Sikorsky Aircraft, building the best helicopters in the world in Connecticut, Florida, and Alabama. I also have the absolute privilege to serve under my current mentor, our principal officer, Rocco Kalo, as an industrial trades representative for the International Brotherhood of Teamsters, where I get to travel across the country, helping other local unions, other representatives, negotiate contracts, resolve disputes, but most importantly, supporting apprentice and internship programs, and try to create opportunities for students and young workers like I was given. And while I'm very proud of those titles, what I'm most proud of is watching students like you walk through the doors of Sikorsky Aircraft and build careers that they never thought was possible. Not everybody is meant to go to college. Of course, we need doctors, lawyers, engineers, but we also need mechanics, plumbers, and skilled tradespeople. The working men and women who truly run this country are the ones who build, maintain, repair, transport, and power the world around us. There's honor in that work, and there's dignity in that work, and there's a tremendous amount of opportunity. Never let anybody make you feel like you're less than somebody else just because your path may look a little different. You're graduating from one of the finest technical high schools in the state of Connecticut with valuable skills, real skills that actually matter in the real world. And someday, one of you may be just asked to speak to the next generation of leaders on the journey you're about to begin. To the class of 2026, your life will not always go according to plan. Mine certainly didn't. You'll face sacrifice, disappointment, and a whole lot of challenges you never expected. But you also find opportunities. Meet people who will change your life and accomplish things that seem absolutely impossible today. But you have to remember where you came from. Embrace your past, and most importantly, remember the people who helped get you here. Because in the end, success isn't measured by your title. Success isn't measured by your paycheck, and it sure as hell isn't measured by how many people work for you. Success is measured by how many people are better off tomorrow because you helped them today. To the parents, family, teachers, and administrators, thank you for helping these graduates reach this day. To the class of 2026, be proud of what you have accomplished. Work hard, stay humble. In a world full of turmoil and negativity, be that positive light, and for God's sakes, help others. Because your future is no longer something you're waiting for, it's something you're about to build. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Thank you.
Are you guys ready? I have to get this right. I have to get this right, because if I don't get this right, you have to do the 4 years again. Distinguished guests, parents, faculty, and friends. The CTEX Board of Education is the governing body responsible for establishing policy requisites and standards for graduation. Through the principal's authority, I have duly examined the technical and academic records of this class and certify that they meet all of the requirements as set forth by the CTEX Board of Education and are therefore eligible to receive a high school diploma. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Assistant Principals Ms. Hart and Mr. Laguerre, who will present the graduates for the awarding of diplomas.
Sustainable Architecture, Jelani Anderson. Orville Ferguson. Riley Finch. Minor Garcia Salas. Jair Hill. Ryanique Kirkland. Noah Lehman. Skylar Libero Smith. William Londano. Eddie Love. Anaya Miranda. Jazalinda Ortiz. D'Angelis Perez Kumba. Addison Perigo. Karen Plazas. Automotive Collision Repair and Refinishing, Marcus Alexander. Alaris Bond. Enrique Campos. Silas Carasquillo. David Gonzalez. Crystal Malavet King. Matthew McSherry. Ethan Moulton. Richard O'Neill. Jaden Peralta. Brianna Rodriguez. Giovanni Ryan. David Scanlon. Arelis Verano. Automotive Technology, Domenico Antonucci. Mark Ferris. Camilla Flores. Dominic Monaco. Isaac Morales. Jeremiah Ortiz. Olivia Pinkett. Jeremiah Randall. Austin Rachi. Nicholas Rondon. Javen Ruiz. Carpentry. Gabriel Almeida. Caleb Brickhouse. Tyler Caban. Angel Cologne. Paul Corsini. Ellie Davidson. Kevin Fonseca Vega. Takai Gonzalez. Kenneth Gonzalez. Kaylee Jimenez. Michaela Jimenez Vaget. Cody LaFrancois. Brady Maslar. Gianna Mira Duran. Michael Moss. Luca Passeri. Angel Santiago. Julius Thomas. Culinary Arts. Shitaria Arnold. Jordan Bonilla. Kayan Grant. Annalisa Huggett. Justin Malicki. Charles Moore. David Watts. Cache Woodson Black. Electrical. Nicholas Badamo. Colin Barron. Marco Bemer. David Christensen. Paul Christensen. Edwin Diaz. Christopher Dubois. Cameron Graham Collier. Amari Gray. Peyton Joyner. Tyler Kelly. Christopher Knight. Ulman Madrigal. Elijah Molina. Jacob Moore. Isaac Rodriguez. Armani Wright.
Now calling hairdressing and cosmetology, Makara Angus. Destiny Castro. Haley Crater. Chelsea Davis. Fashe Delicent. Tia Edie. Anaya Eichler. Amaya Nichols. Angeline Perez. Juliana Rosado. Kiera Willan. Eliana Senta. Marcela Sosa. Carly Spencer. Adriana Stewart. Mariah Vittle. Now calling HVAC, Harry Bautista Jacoba. Marcus Blend. Markel Blend. Yaniel Calderon. Stephen Christensen. Marybeth Donovan. Alex Echeverria. Joseph Jacko. Aiden Kemp. Julius Lahara. Nicholas Mitchell. Oscar Montano. Adi Noyar. Darren Reeves. Christian Rojas Cuapio. Jacob Stenson. David Vasquez. Information Technology, Thomas Caruso. Alexander Dolan. Brendan Michael Henry. Jamila Kandawala. Caden Miller. Oscar Orienter. Josiah Perez. Nicholas Wazinski. Tristan Sebol. Angelina Tillman. Luis Torres. Kevin Wago. Lyndon Ziegler. Now calling on mechatronics, Gabriel Batista. Evan Brito. Robert Goldsmith. Gina Little. Matthew Molnar. Justin Riveri. Giovanni Rodriguez. Liana Serrano. Jeremiah Shepard. Now calling plumbing and heating, Javon Bradley. Richard Campbell. Luke Cardoso. Isaac Colbos. Giovanni D'Agostino. Tyler Dapp. Mark Estevez. Preston Frazier. Raymond Gonzalez. James Hope. Michael Emperati. Jesse Lesko. Christopher Ramos. Arlen Ratsu. Ray Salinas. Jonathan Silva. Robert Zioli. Now calling Precision Machining Engineering Technology, Salvatore Affinito. Jasmine Buckley. Gabriel Carrasquillo. Matthew Kirby. Drew Dioyo. Blake Dumshot. Maddox Haynes. Sean Q. Summer Minore. Violet Ocampo Caballero. Ivanka Ortiz Furong. Michael Pendergrass. Javon Pethrick Dennis. Lily Rich. Ramon Rodriguez. Dylan Sorry. Mason Selvino. David Velez. That's it.
Thank you. Good evening. Will the members of the class of 2026 please rise? So we didn't rehearse this earlier, but on the count of 3, I'm going to invite our guest speaker up to the podium so that on behalf of the class of 2026, we can say thank you. So, Mr. Yeramich, 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Okay. Graduates, please move your tassel from the right side to the left. Congratulations, class of 2026. You may now be seated.
At this time, we invite everyone to enjoy a special video created by Chris and Violet.
was thinking about the band. I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming. Got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my show. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon. We just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
guest, before we leave, I have one final assignment for our graduates. We need to make this official, and that is by receiving of your diploma. So guests, I need you to stay seated, and I'm gonna ask if our guests that are in the aisles, if you can please clear the aisles so that our students can recess to the back and pick up their diploma. So I'll give our guests a few minutes to clear the aisles. Thank you. Again, guests, I need you to clear the aisle so that our students can proceed out. And if we can hold the movement. It is our honor and our pleasure to present the graduated class of 2026.
Do we want to process them out this way because of where everybody is?
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band. I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van. In a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up. Still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older. Couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that blast first. Wish I made it to homecoming. Got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon. We just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Never thought we'd get old. Maybe we're still young. Maybe you always look back and think it was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past while missing out on now. We've come so far. I guess I'm proud.